Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. God still does miracles. God still does miracles. In October of 2023, I went on a cruise, and the cruise was a blast. It was so much fun. It was my first ever cruise, and it was a gift from my coach, Todd and Deirdre Grant, who are my upline regional vice presidents in Primerica. And to celebrate my RVB promotion, we went on a cruise, and on that cruise it was the best. Like, we spent time, we ate together, had fun. Me and my husband did jet skiing, which was so cool. But unfortunately, the last night of the cruise, I tore my ACL and ended up in a wheelchair and could no longer walk. When I got back to Gainesville the next day, I went straight to the Orthopedic Institute, and they scheduled me an MRI and did all this stuff. And I don't know if it was that same day or the next day, but I basically found out after getting my MRI. I think the MRI had to schedule and got it the next day. But after getting my MRI, I found out that I had completely tore my ACL, bruised the bone, and it was just really bad. I couldn't walk for a few weeks. And then once I finally did start walking, I wore a knee brace. And then about 7 months later, hey, good morning. About 7 months later, I, with my knee brace, I was feeling kind of sad because my thing that I love to do is skate. I love being active. I love doing fun stuff, but tearing my ACL just kind of really took me out the game. They had recommended a surgery, but I didn't want to get a surgery. And then during that time frame, I ended up finding out I was pregnant. So then it was like, well, definitely getting a surgery while I'm pregnant. I was like, you know what, I'm just wait till after the pregnancy and just pray and see. And I remember at one point I thought I was better, and I went rollerblading. This was about June or July. I went rollerblading 8 months later, and I was in so much pain. And so I was so sad because I was like, dang, like, I'm healed. Well, not necessarily healed, but like, I'm better. I could walk now, but I can't rollerblade. I can't. It's not the same. I can't do all the things that I used to do. And I was really sad. And I remember this year sometime, I had been praying and believing God for a miracle. I didn't want to get a surgery. It just had a baby. And so I had just been praying and believing God for a miracle. And, but fear was in my heart. So it's like I was believing God for healing, but I was afraid to try the things that would show that I was better, that I was healed. And so, anyway, God told me to rollerblade, so I went rollerblading inside my house and was like, oh my gosh, I just rollerbladed and there was no pain whatsoever. And then today, here was a time frame. This is like a 2-year time frame that I'm talking about. So when I went rollerblading, that was maybe about 4 or 5, 6 months ago. I don't know. It was a little while ago. And then today, I decided to take my kids rollerblading to school. They've been begging. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous about it. And then even my husband was like, you sure you want to rollerblade? Because he remembers, the pain and him having to help me. And this morning I was thinking, okay, maybe if I just put my knee brace on, I could rollerblade, I'll be fine. I couldn't find my knee brace this morning, and I just heard God say, just go skate. And not only was I able to rollerblade to their school, but I was able to hold my 4-year-old's hand while he was almost about to fall, keep him up, then hold my 6-year-old's hand and keep him up. And I ain't got no pain. I don't have no pain. And so I just want to say God is good. God still does miracles. I am so grateful that I am now able to rollerblade, because I've been wanting to rollerblade. For a while now. And God has blessed me to be able to rollerblade. God has blessed me. To be able to rollerblade with no pain. I can rollerblade, turn, no pain, stop, catch my kids. I even tripped over a stick, almost fell. My knee kind of went out, and like when you don't have your ACL, basically your ACL is the anterior cruciate ligament, I want to say. And basically what it does is it you have it kind of keeps everything in place. And so what used to happen is if I did too much, it's almost kind of like my knee would like pop forward and like almost kind of like boom, like I don't know how to explain it, but it almost like it would pop out, and like it was really scary because it was like nothing to hold it, so it felt like my knee was just about to pop out. And so one of my fears was like, what if my knee pop out, or what if, you know, what if I get stuck? Like I was even thinking like, what if I have to call my husband and be like, oh my gosh, I'm hurt, I fell, come get me. But I just kept hearing God say, go skate, go skate. I almost fell, my leg went out like in that move. My knee did not pop out. I have been praying and believing God for a completely regrown brand new ACL. But I just want to say God is good. God answers prayers, and I'm so grateful I'm able to skate. I love skating. And I just wanted to give God the glory, give God the praise, and just share my testimony this morning about how I was able to skate my kids to school, back home. And God has blessed me and given me back a way of exercising that I love, which is rollerblading. So I broke a little sweat this morning. I've been rollerblading since like 7:15, so it's like 7:53 now. So that'll be about, what, 40 minutes rollerblading, I guess, I don't know. But I pray y'all have an amazing day. Just want to share my testimony. Love y'all and take care.